Hello everyone. So this is Dr.R.Padmaja, Assistant Professor of Commerce CASF, SFR College for Women, Sivagasi. Today in the modern banking practices, our topic is going to be e-banking and its advantages and disadvantages. So the learning objectives of the session are to understand the concept of electronic banking, to know about the advantages and disadvantages of the electronic banking. So, e-banking services, the four main categories of e-banking services are the automatic teller machine. So, that works under the debit card and credit card. Basically, the automated teller machine works on the debit card processes. So, we can transfer money, we can withdraw money, we can deposit money with the way of using the ATM. And in case of credit card, cash transactions can be limited up to certain restrictions will be there, but the services similar to that of debit card will be availed by credit card also. And internet banking. So, all the banking transactions that is done manually can be done through internet with the help of this internet banking. Say for example, right from transferring of money, checking of the statement, depositing money, opening of account, applying for debit card or credit card, applying for loan, and all the procedures regarding loan can be learned through internet banking. So, for this we require a user ID and a password, which can be availed with the help of the banker. And the next one is the mobile banking. So, all the services similar to that of internet banking will be accessed in a mobile application. So, every bank has its own mobile application. Say for example, State Bank of India is having YONO, Canara Bank is having Canara A1, Indian Bank is having IndPay. So, every bank has its own mobile application designed for the purpose. So, that mobile application requires either biometric, user ID and password. That can be accessed with the help of the bank account, the debit card and the CVV number. With the help of OTP, we can create an account and we can use the mobile banking services. So, as such, that of internet banking, we can do all the transactions like checking of mini statement, opening of deposit, applying for loan, applying for credit card, applying for debit card, and transferring of money. So, all these can be done through mobile banking. And the next one is the electronic check. So, electronic check is the process, all the electronical transaction of a check can be done through the electrical means. And this means that the funds are transferred from the payer's account to the payee's account through an electronic network instead of a check. These checks are usually called as digital check or electronic check. So, the next one is UPI. The UPI, this is not an exact e-banking service, this is an indirect e-banking service. So, the unified payment interface is an instant payment system developed in India by the National Payments Corporation of India. The interface facilitates interbank peer-to-peer and person-to-merchant transactions used on mobile devices to instantly transfer funds between two bank accounts. The mobile number of the device is required to be registered with the bank, the corresponding account, in order to use the UPI service. The formal UPI services used were Google Pay, Phone Pay, MobiKwik, Paytm, Amazon Pay. So, with the help of this UPI, we can add an account in the particular application and the beneficiary can be added in the list. And whenever we need to, we are supposed to pay the amount or we are supposed to pay do a transaction, we can simply give their mobile number or scan the QR code and then we can transfer the money. In the same way, all the transactions done in that particular UPI can be checked in the application, and also more than one bank account can be added with the UPI app. If in case of mobile banking, if you are having account in TMB, only TMB account can be accessed in that particular application. But in case of UPI, more than one account can be added and that can be utilized for the purpose of transactions. And we can also pay EB bill, we can also book tickets, we can transfer money, we can recharge our mobile, and we can even add money to the FASTag account. So, all these can be done in a single application, which is indirectly supporting the electronic banking services. So, the next one is the difference between traditional banking and the internet banking. So, customers have only electronic or online contact in case of internet banking. But in case of traditional banking, customers can have direct face-to-face communication from their bankers. And the next one is the customer service. In online banking, the customers of the bank don't have to stand in line to perform their banking transaction. But in case of traditional banking, they are supposed to stand in a queue, and then they have to do all their banking transaction. And the next one is cost. No cost are incurred in internet banking as they don't have a physical appearance. There are many operating and fixed costs that are incurred by the traditional banks. And the next one is accessibility. Customers can operate their accounts anytime, anywhere using their mobile phones. Customers has to visit the bank for their work only during the working hours and time. Internet banking is not a time-taking process as customers do not have to visit their branches to operate their accounts. Traditional banking drains a lot of time from the customer as they have to visit their branches to obtain access to their accounts. And the next one is the advantages of e-banking. So, convenience is the main advantage of e-banking. So, it is very convenient, 24/7 services can be availed by the customers in case of the e-banking, and low cost budgeting. Here there is no physical appearance and therefore the cost can be saved. And transfer services, again 24/7 transfer services can be done, and but in case of traditional banking this is not possible. So, not only transferring of funds, even paying the bill can be done anytime. So, this is one of the advantage of e-banking. And ease of monitoring. So, in case if we are doing any mistake while doing a e-banking transaction, immediately it can be rectified, immediately it can be identified, as we are having the transaction receipt and we are having all the data regarding the e-banking service. But in case of traditional banking, if we are if the employee has done any mistake, it will be rectified a bit later comparing to that of the e-banking. Ease of transaction, of course within 1 click or 2 click we can complete the transaction. And discounts, say for example if we are using UPI, we are getting rewards. If you are availing credit card, we are getting rewards. And if you are availing if you are paying the EMI correctly with the help of a particular application, then they will give some discounts and they will offer also loan to us, and this is an advantage. Anytime cash facility, of course. So, this can be applicable to the ATM or debit card and debit card. So, we can withdraw cash anytime, and also we can deposit cash anytime at the time with the help of the automated teller machine. The major disadvantages of e-banking are the security problem. So, hackers may hack our account, they easily can use the passwords, access our password, or they can use our internet banking and they can take away the funds. And in many cases, so OTP were asked by the hackers, and if an innocent customer is giving the OTP, then obviously the amount will be withdrawn from the amount. So, this is account. So, this is a major security threat faced by many of the customers. And high startup cost. So, for designing a software, designing an application even, it has a huge investment. So, this is a high cost setup availing applications for e-banking services. And lack of direct interaction between the clients and the bank. So, there is no personal relationship between the banker and the customer. So, this is a major disadvantage. And transaction issues, if there is an issue in transaction, it can be rectified, but in case if you are entering a particular mobile number wrongly, then or an account number wrongly, then the amount will be credited to some other bank account. So this is a major issue in transaction, and training and development is required for the employees in order to rectify the e-banking problems. So in order to, in case of employees, if an issue is being faced by a customer, they have to know what is e-banking and how it has been done, then only they can rectify. And at the same time, for customers, it needs some training and development to use the particular mobile banking application or internet banking application. So for a illiterate person, they cannot handle the internet banking or mobile banking application. So this is a major challenge, and it is a challenge for the beginners also. So easily this cannot be done by the majority of the people, as they are not flexible with the smartphones or internet. So these is the disadvantages of e-banking. Thank you for visiting.